All right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome to the stream today. Stationeers. More of the same, some of the different. Oh, dungeon. Right. So we're going to be finishing the topside gas transferent. Um, Caden's going to start some fuel prep for the rocket. We're going to move the arc furnaces. A lot of little things going to happen today. Trying to keep it all in one view. But first, I need to do something very, very important, and that is make sure my voice is actually coming across on the internet. I unwittingly made a change to my audio, and hopefully it's not impacting anything. But it sounds like it's okay. Let's go ahead and switch over. Oh, I got a very shiny head. Very shiny. Let me fix that. There we go. Oh, get my headsets on. In the middle of Friday's stream, these headsets didn't get a good charge, and they cut out on me. So I had to put my backups in the new computer. We all know that Windows detects a new device and wants to make that device default. So hopefully I didn't break anything. Let me go over here, that, and sure. In fact, these are working. So bear with me a second. Odds. Some of these things you can't be in the middle of a save. All right. I heard my voice again. All right. I did launch the game this morning to make sure it loaded with the called patch being unrecalled, whatever that means. They changed plants again. Oh no, save a plant from the wind. No, got a shape for the games. Takes a while to get there. By the way, if you go to once you make level 6, if you go there, so bookmark that, you can customize your character a little bit. All right, let's load this up. Cool. Oh wait, I gotta lock my mouse. All right. All right, so I'm gonna run upstairs before they get connected. Oh wait, I need to get in Discord. That would help too. All right, so looks like that's working. You know, whenever they make a change, I'm always frightened. Got lost. Hey, Prime. Ben, check it out with a 65-month resub. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate that very much. All right. Hello. Ben, you're muted.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you, Ben. Sounds good too on your mic, by the way. Oh. Kid had to go save a plant. Not in game. Rails. Oh shit. Too much. All right, we are currently right, sending gases down. And gonna go out and find some nitrogen to some tank refills, but let's check on what's going here.
I'm ready to jump in here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sporting a new coffee mug this morning.
A brand new mug. Does that make the coffee taste better?
Oh yeah, it's swag IT swag. This
Oh,
is a ceramic mug from Cisco.
ooh,
Yeah, I got our regional sales rep reached out to us and just asked if everything was okay. I said, yeah. By the way, do you have any IT swag you can throw at our IT department? He said, yeah, sure. How many people you got? I said, all right, I got so many. Oh, I'll send you a package.
mug
I got this
shirts,
big box the week after, and it was like 7 ceramic mugs and then the Cisco socks and
Cisco socks. So your network between left and right feet are never disconnected. Super Tachi, thank you so much for that raid. Appreciate it very much. Good morning, everyone coming over from Super T. Also playing Stationeers. You have to run.
nice.
Run slowly. Build up the momentum.
What is your
Then
favorite waffle?
supposed to go. And thanks for the waffle. Thanks for the follow. That number's. Oh, my battery died. Avon, how you doing? You too, Super. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to grab batteries. Oh, almost fell down the stairs. Oh, someone printed a bunch of cladding. Okay, so need a few more batteries. All right. Cool. Actually, let's do this. I got too much stuff per person. Come back and get this all in a sec.
Aren't you the one who suggested we should have skateboards in this game?
Yes. Plant saved?
Starting,
You're a good
starting to
man,
look like a
Kata.
good idea.
All right. All right, when we get Kata on board, we'll do our little stand-up meeting again. Come on, Kata.
Morning, I have saved my plant.
Whoa. And what flavor of plant was it?
It's a crawling plant. We've got a climbing plant. I mean, yelled at for saying crawling plant. And it was being blown away.
So it couldn't draw the safety on its own, huh? Our centrifuge seems to have stressed out. So I'm gonna throw this switch.
Yeah, pump the. If you've done, you'll have to turn the logic off. It had a power cut. That's why I did that.
Oh. Right. That whatever you did on the by commenting all the problem areas out of the arc furnace code seems to have worked.
All right, I'm hopping in.
All right. How much has changed since I watched a long time? Yeah, we've made some progress. It's been moving day for about, well, I'm gonna say a few weeks. The whole concept is everything's gonna be underground, but you can't start underground because you need stuff.
I'm in successfully.
All right. Okay, so Katie, you said you need a little time today to get the fuel prepped for the rocket because that takes the longest versus actually building and setting up the rocket.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Where you guys at? Can you guys wander up here towards the where the filters used to be? Outside.
Got some more.
Hey, look at there. There's a robot. Hey. Hey, look, it's a lonely pressure regulator. Oops. And you said that downstairs is set to draw gas to 5 kilopascals.
Yeah, it's set to leave only 5 kPa in the line.
Okay. Good, good. Can you guys hear Ben okay on stream? And Kata? Here comes Kata. You. And Ben left. All right. So
There's liquid, I'm sorry, solid nitrous.
yeah, that's I think it was coming from whenever filtering was going on or crushing of ice would
Yeah.
before it would liquefy and burst. Yeah. All right, so Kata, you need a little time to set up your you're gonna do it all you can do it all underground, right?
Yeah, I can do it all on the
Okay.
ground. Should be a problem.
All right, and then Ben and I will focus on transferring and tearing down up here. These radiators are attached to what? The old Sterling that was up here?
No, they're for the new Sterling. If we were pressurizing the base, I'd have to leave them up here until we have a
Okay.
different way of cooling them.
Right. Before we head out on do stuff, I was thinking again. So if we run the furnace, the gas is very hot, right? When we expunge it from
Yes.
okay. And then right now without any decision process from the furnace, it goes directly to the Sterlings where it gets cooled down, and then we dump it down to the filtering room, right?
Yes.
What do you think is the maximum temperature from the Stirling room to the filters?
200.
200. Okay, and is that low enough, Ben, for the cooling system that's tied to
Yeah, it's fine.
the circuit? Okay. Now let's reverse it. Kata's rockets are going to go out and bring cold gas. We don't have a way of taking a look at what's coming in from that yet and saying, oh, this needs to be warmed before we dump it into, because we don't have a way to reverse the process.
Yeah.
Now, we could rely on the room being a very large room pressurized at a certain temperature, but if what's the maximum gas that can come volume wise that comes from space?
We would have enough to fill a large tank after 2 trips.
Okay, so
You
that
do get a lot.
all right, so that would be too much for the room to balance it then.
Depends how long it would take,
Well,
and
if
how you heat it.
well, the room right now is the only way to if we have something cold and it goes into the filtering system, the room being pressurized to, we'll say 30 degrees Celsius is going to balance all the tanks and then through the exchange, I keep saying exchange service for the heat exchange, they'll equalize each other also. So we need a check since we don't have to worry about hot gases, we need a check from the rocket line. And if it's too cold, which it's going to be, we need to somehow warm it before it goes into filtering. In the
Okay, I got an idea.
okay.
Um, I don't know how fast these rockets are gonna go up, but why don't we set up, let's say, at least 2 very large tanks that the rockets can dump the gas they collect into. Then we'll link those 2 big tanks together, and it'll feed a small tank, which will have a heater on it. And we can make it a passive heater by slapping one of those heat collectors topside. And then once that little tank is reheated at a desirable temperature, we dump it into filtration.
Okay. I like it. Simple. All right. So that addresses when we get gases. The next hurdle is if we want to do ore, do we want to send a rocket or are we happy with what we're getting from our deep miners?
I think we've been doing okay with the deep miners.
Yeah, I mean, in fact,
Yeah, we
at a while there,
we
it was getting to where we had to keep dumping them because we weren't getting enough. But now, Katie, you adjust it instead of 3,000, it's 1,000.
yeah, I have. We can use the rockets to get gold and stuff, which is more awkward from deep miners and cobalt, things like that. But deep miners are fine for iron and
Okay,
stuff.
all right. So these tanks, let's go down and take a look at the rocket. Can we get to it from the stairs over here?
If you follow me, we can get to it.
All right. Which robot are you? You're the flying one, all right. By the way, I'm gonna go out and get some more nitrace and
Power low.
blue too far. All right. This is the rocket area. So rocket's gonna land and take off from here, correct?
Yes.
All right. All right. So let's paint the picture here. It's completed. We're launching rockets. It lands and it's going to unload the gases that we're talking about. Now, Ben's idea sounds very doable. Now, instead of storing the tanks here, if we go into the filter room, we have all that space to the right of the filters. Can we just pump it into its own dedicated room over here?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, we can add, a 3rd tank if necessary. There's plenty of room here.
yeah. All right. Good. Good. All right. I'm going to go out and hunt for some nitrace. So we have jetpack fuel. Then that just concludes Ben. If you want to babysit the tanks coming downstairs, and
Oh, I got something for you.
okay, what's that? Do I need that? Oh, oh, okay, cool. I will. Do you need one?
No, I already have one.
Okay. I want to get the If we go up a level, we need to get, and I didn't put that in our notes, but to stop using the advanced furnace topside and moving and using the new one that Kata's got set up, we need to get gas mixture. So is that something that
Yeah, I can work on that.
okay?
Yeah, the blue line just needs a cold gas bin. It could be anything, as long as it's colder than 200 degrees. It should be fine.
The yellow frames painted here, Kata. This is where the advanced furnace is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the room, and then the orange is where the Sterling is, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
don't break any of those frames.
No.
We will die.
If we move the arc
Wait, what?
furnaces, yeah, I don't want to die. If we're gonna move the arc furnaces, they should probably just go right next to the furnace. So we have to figure out from the centrifuge how we want to route those chutes. All right, and break.
I got power low warning, so I'm gonna go deal with that.
Wait, what?
I've been using like a nuclear battery because I've been out of range for the things.
Oh, I got you. I also put on the list to add another battery, big battery, because I think we're actually getting a lot of juice in the panels. We're going through it fast, so if we could store more, then we probably won't be in trouble. That's a large battery. All right, we need steel. Do we have any more? Oh, stellite. Hang on. Oh, Ada. Can you make some?
Yeah.
Can you make some stellite, please?
Yes, I'll make some starlight.
Shit. All right, how about double duty? Can you make some more steel, or did you make steel last time before we signed off?
I did, and I dumped it into the oil lathe, I think.
The who?
Into this oil lathe.
Oh, all right. Let's make another batch then, or I can do it when you're done. All right, so I'm gonna go out and do some.
No, I can do it. It's fine.
All right, let me swap some batteries here. Um,
How much starlight do you need?
well, I was gonna make one more battery, and it's 1 gram short. So however much you feel like making.
I'll make a small batch because we don't have a lot of silicon.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Well, not spare anyway.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm heading out and collecting a bunch of nitrates here. All right. For those that are curious, Um, I am using a pair of glasses that are actually called sensor glasses. When you turn them on, you can see they're like really cool X-ray shades that allows you to see all the specific material or ore. So right now, we don't have hardly any nitrogen because we use it and we need it. We use it for our jetpacks primarily. Do you use any nitrogen in the pressurization of the hydroponics? Okay.
Yes.
And it's going to be our primary gas for pressurizing all the rooms.
Right, because it prevents oxidation.
I did not know that.
Yes, no oxygen, no oxidation.
All right.
Science.
Oh yeah. You know, I did pretty good in science, but I don't remember my science teacher doing a whole lot about periodicals. And I think the coolest thing I remember is he asked somebody for a dime. And I don't know who did it, but they go, I got one. Name was Mr. Gregory. He brought out some hydrochloric acid, dropped a couple drops on the dime, and
Bye bye dime.
well, most of it, because it was, you know, 1977. The dime still had some silver left. I don't know what strength the hydrochloric was, but I thought that was cool. All right. And then he did it with a penny. It went later days too. Upside, yay.
Some starlight.
Cool. Right there. Appreciate it very much. Oh, I gotta wait for you to finish. Oh, wait. Um,
And steel.
all right. I'm gonna rob the steel from, oh dear. That's fine. Archives. All right, cool.
The steel's on top of the stacker.
Okay. All right. We got floating over here. Oh. All right. So Kate is going to get some gas creation for the rocket. It takes a long time. Ben is monitoring the gas transference from topside to underground. And yes, Sam, to answer your question, basically we started topside. We're moving everything downside. The first thing that got put downstairs was our hydroponics, which is weird because we're robots. But hydroponics serves another purpose besides just creating edible food. Creates gases. So, and then the slow process of digging down, digging out, and we just got the filter room set up, finished last Sunday. That was pretty exciting. So this needs to be built. All right, what's it need? Steel sheets. There's electric parts, lockers. Before we have any severe issues here.
My little silo, Ben.
Yeah, look at that.
I even dug a fire trench.
All right. So what's this blue line that needs to be gassed up?
I'll show you. It's not. It's by the furnace. Behind you. So the blue line can be any cold gas, like as long as it's not going to oxygen or volatiles, or nitrous oxide.
He keeps changing the variables. It can only not be
Wait, what?
this.
Pollutant
what-
is fine.
What do you need? What does this line do?
It cools the furnace down when you're trying to get a temperature.
So it needs to be right now. It just needs gas in it, right?
Yeah, just use gas in it, as long as it's not a reactive gas. So a pollutant or nitrogen or carbon dioxide is fine.
So it can't be oxygen.
No, it cannot be oxygen. It will explode.
Okay. All right. So pressurize this to 1 megapascal. Would that work?
2.
Think big, Ben. Think big. 2. Come on.
2?
Yeah, 2 megapascals is fine.
Yeah. All right. I'll take care of it.
And then the fuel line can just be a fuel line.
Okay. You know, we're gonna need a set of proper stairs to go between these two. You know what? Let's put an elevator.
I quite like the fireball.
It is kind of cool, though, isn't it?
It is. It is. But we can't have that going forward. Once we start pressurizing.
Oddly, Moshe would actually approve of this.
Well, I mean, yes, it would work. It would just take a lot more to pressurize 2 rooms because of that. And then if we had a problem in 1 room, have to quickly seal it. Or I guess we just seal it and unseal it when we go back and forth or something.
Or set up an emergency sealing system.
Ooh, like it.
Ooh.
I don't see. I know there's some floating over somewhere. Cookie has walked into supervise. Everyone be on their best behavior. Right, I'm mistaken. Oops.
What?
I put the large battery backwards. You know, it's a 50-50 shot.
Actually, I think if you look at
Yeah,
where the cable
cable's
parts
coming
are,
out,
you'll be
yeah.
able to tell which way it's going to come out. Yeah.
I wasn't looking. I was just hoping. I was wrong.
Oh, I get those backwards all the time. Actually, I have to refer to an existing one to figure out where the ports are because I never remember.
The where did it go? Oh, it's right there on the ground. Um, the smaller battery always throws for a loop for some reason. Alrighty. Oh, good. All right, we got another big battery hooked up. All right. Now, crush some ice or jetpacks. Put an eye out. Walking around with this guy still.
Did you just dump a machine, Ben?
It's me.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's me.
I'm sending nitrace or um N2O down. All right, so the stored nitrogen up here is 17.3 degrees Celsius. We have for 1 megapascal, we have a canister filled to the adjusted pressure of 6250 versus my 7750. And um, we have a slightly stressed out pipe from the ice crusher filter. All right, it's going down. Good, good, good. All right, oh, that's weird. Huh. I guess there's a reaction going on somewhere. So if I brought nitrous and crushed it, it's not actually cold. Well, I'm assuming ice is cold. Oh, that's right, because you're heating it out of the ice crusher. Never mind. I've remembered. Let that run its course. Over and all right, how are we doing on this gas transfer?
Mm.
16.7K left in the 347 moles of pollutant and not even 1 mole, and it's not moving.
The nitrogen tank we could probably deconstruct as there's only 1 mole in there.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
What, topside?
Yeah, it's going.
But where I was gonna section that off.
There's only 1 mole in there.
Where did it go?
Oh, that's been going into the greenhouse because now the greenhouse is getting no gas.
Well, because it's not downstairs.
Oh dear, I'm gonna have to fix that.
Well, there's some nitrogen over here.
I'll just hook them up downstairs.
Okay.
Small oversight in my thinking.
It happens. It happens. Now I'm thinking that the centrifuge could also move downstairs. Fun fact, it takes 37 metric tons of spinach to make 1 kilogram iron ingot. Spinach? Oh, iron. Gotcha. Hey, Manna, how you doing? Fun fact, you need to drink 2 baths of water to get drunk. I'm not doing that. That does not sound fun. What was the stress level of a small tank? Pressurized.
60 megapascals.
60?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Well, I forgot. So, because I'm looking at one that's 3.4, another one that's 4.0. So, just making sure I wasn't even
Okay,
close.
good.
I mean, I don't think 2 belts of any sort of ice could max out 2 empty tanks. I couldn't remember if it was 25 or 60. And I know that has something to do with the furnaces, I think. All right. All right. Let's see. Need that. Oh, I saw some red. Condensation is happening in this pipe. Ooh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, there's a bunch of nodules that fell through down here. Um, yeah, we're doing very stressed. Not even that stressed, so I'm not gonna worry about it. That's going down. Has no stress. Stress. All right. All right. So hopefully I don't burst a pipe this time. I learned my lesson. That off. Save some power. Ben's here with the wrench. So I think those are coming from this little port right here. I think. All right, so this is down to 9.8 kilopascals. If if I turn off the logic, that won't prevent the centrifuge from doing what it's going to do. It just won't automatically dump, right?
Yeah, as long as it's spun up, it'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to turn off the logic because I'm going to dismantle the arc furnaces so we can move them down. They're going to go where the advanced furnace is downstairs. I'll give it plenty of room, and then I'll figure out how to. Ben, are you done with the cooling of the furnace?
No, still working on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to use nitrogen for it?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Are you going to need more than what's up here?
I don't know how many moles are up here.
I don't know. Find out. Um, right now, there is 12.2 kilomoles in this tank.
Oh, it should be plenty.
Okay. Looks like uh, another 15.3 over here that needs to be filtered. Okay. All right, so the centrifuge is going to keep doing its thing. So I'm going to dismantle these protective shells around the arc furnaces. Actually, before I do that, so let's figure out where the centrifuge has to be moved to. The deep miners have to stay topside. Um, let's see. All right, so that's interesting. Hey, good morning, editor. How you doing? Maybe add in a temporary silo for the drills. Well, they have a lot of queuing there, so if we had too much, the centrifuge won't be able to keep up. All right, so that'll work fine because then I can just change the routing to come here. Let me get their buy off before I do this. Ben, Kata, if you got a moment, I'm over by Ben's old logic for mixing fuel. Can you guys meet me here real quick?
Yep.
Is the furnace going to have to be surrounded by anything? Were you gonna do anything to capture the heat from around that furnace, Kata? The advanced new one?
It's already done.
Oh, all right. Yeah, this gas needs to be how much is in the pipe there, Ben? That gas?
Reading a pressure of 4 megapascals, but it's a mix of gases.
Yeah, I don't know how it got polluted. Well, the gas centrifuge needs this gas, so I guess we can dismantle the pipe up to the point. Anyways, what I was going to say is we're not going to move the miners, but the flow of the um ore is going to go down here. You guys gonna want to pop down and see where this comes out? Ada. There it is. So the ore from the deep miners will come straight across here, and we'll move the centrifuge to here, and then it will come out of the centrifuge and go to the arc furnaces on this end. That way we can take the ore from the advanced furnace, the arc furnaces, and then they'll go towards the tool room. Is that okay, or something different?
No, that's fine. But it might take extra materials, but you'd have the flow of direction. So it comes in here and goes this way.
Right. So where's the output of the advanced furnace? Is it on this side?
It's at the front.
Oh, okay, it's at the front. All right. Well, is what I could do then is I could just take the chutes. Oh, but the centrifuge comes in on the left side. Well, I guess what I could do is I could just put the centrifuge way over here, flip it, feed the ore in the centrifuge so it comes out, and then put the arc furnaces here. That way there's less chutes from the furnaces going towards the tool. Otherwise, yeah, I have to enter, sort, and then bring it back again.
Hey, silly question.
Yeah.
What color am I?
Well, you're kind of a camouflaged, pixelated gray.
Gray. Okay, because from my perspective, the both of you are red.
He's red.
I
Yeah,
can
I'm red.
barely tell you apart.
Oh, well, I've got a
I
red.
was meant to be purple.
I'm all red.
Okay. I was gonna paint one of you.
Paint him purple. All right, that's the
I
plan
don't know
then.
if you can. We should try, Ben.
Do it when he's sleeping in his station. And then Ben, the tool room. So after I get all the chutes sorted out in the arc furnaces, the tool room proposed is over here. I don't know if you ever saw this. Like a glass bubble.
Nice, I like it.
Well, and then here's the stackers. I don't know. You guys had an idea for sorting simplified versus, because if we're going to smelt ingots, we have to sort them to get stacked, and then we put them into the vending machines. Should be plenty of room to do that in. All right, I got lots of chutes to make. All right, so- Oh, I was going to check to see, since the sun's out, we added that battery. We haven't had any power shortage. Are the filters, I assume since we're transferring, they're still running full time?
Yeah, they are. I ran the Sterlings quite a lot when I made the Starlight.
Okay. So the O2, the filter for O2, one of the filters is actually 0 and the other one's 76. The logic is set up that when they're both 0, they get swapped.
Oh, which one's 0?
The one in the right slot. Oh, I see. They all have just one filter. Oh, I got you.
Something's not working. Hang on.
All right. And for those that didn't know, this is going to be the area where the rocket is going to launch from. Still under construction. This whole area, this long, long hallway, including that room, is cleared out using the ogre. Now, it did an okay job. It's just, it gets hung up sometimes. It does a weird dance. It goes invisible. So it had to be scary. Didn't know where it was. Doing good. Eating my bacon breakfast burrito. Oh, that sounds good. I've been doing 2 different breakfast burritos of my own concoction. One's a chicken based, one's a meat based. You gonna need help with that, Kata?
No, not a second. I'm just trying to work out what's
Okay.
going wrong.
Okay. All right. I got tons and tons of shoots to make. I have been doing the meal prep for a little over a month now. Hey, how you doing?
Voila.
Uh, oh wait. There. And shoots. All right. Where are we, for the most part, where are we putting our plumbing gadgets? I mean, parts. I have a pipe analyzer. Where do you want me to store it?
Yeah, we don't really have any designated areas. We need more lockers, though.
All right. Because pipe analyzers take Invar, don't they, or something like that? All right. Maybe that's what we can focus on next Sunday, trying to find a little bit better since we're spread out a little. Hey. Oh, it's combustion. Is it true? Has the process been foretold? GamersCircle, you are the chosen one. Chosen one for getting slow and old. However, I have been playing a lot of Star Citizen lately, and I have hooked up with some old acquaintances from the KSP days. And if anyone is at all interested, they have an event going on this week. It's free play, so you can check out any craft, fly it, and they have starter packages on sale. And that's the organization I am part of. It's a living alpha game. It's not released. It's open to all that want to play. When I started playing, I actually started backing it back in 2014, meaning I bought a hanger for $5 and there was no game. I'm on the wrong floor. But they are well organized. Their development team is pretty darn sharp. And there's plenty to do in the game. All right, let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's drop that for a sec. All right, so if I say I'm going to here, put some sudo. What is a game called? Star Citizen. If you're an old gamer, there was a game. One of my favorite games back in the day was called Wing Commander. So the gentleman behind that game, that whole series, is behind this. So if we do here, I've been playing for almost a month. Oh, I loved Wing Commander. Wing Commander was like a TIE Fighter 2. And there's all sorts of different um, ways and styles of playing Star Citizen. It's a MMO. Also know Freelancer. I don't know if he did Freelancer, did he? Well, it's interesting because there's a ship in it called called a Freelancer, and I don't see Chris Roberts part of the Freelancer team. Um, he did Wing Commander when he worked at Origin, and then he crowdfunded for Star Citizen since 2010. Yeah.
Hey, Kata,
Yep.
I might have overshot the pressure a little bit here. At 3 megapascals of nitrogen, okay on that blue line?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, it's done.
All right. So he did work. You're right. So he founded Digital Anvil, which did Star Night. So you're right. I didn't see him listed in the wiki though. They released it in 2003. All right. You're right. You're right. All right. This. Star Citizen looks like a great game, but I'll look at it when I can buy 1.0 version. I completely understand. I bought a starter for $60. Got me a great little called the cutter. In fact, um, in the Star Citizen Discord, I'm sorry, in the Star Citizen channel in my Discord, I wrote my little kind of my first experience with. They have an expo going on right now, and it's true. I start off with this ship called the Cutter. It could pretty much do every kind of contract with the exception of salvage. I could go on bounty hunters, I could go hauling missions. Um, it's one of those kind of things like if I compare it to World of Warcraft as an MMO, there is a grind, right? So there's grind for experience and then grind for reputation. There's no experience except for game experience, but when you're doing contracts for different companies that are offering them, the more contracts you do for them, your reputation goes up, and then you start getting more lucrative offers. And once the game gets to a certain state, now they're currently working on, I'm going to call it 3.0. 4.0 is coming down the pipe to the live servers. It's probably going to be, I don't think it's going to be this year. Some people hope. Um, and when they do bring 4.0, there will be a wipe. So anything that's been purchased pretty much in game will be gone. So if you have been grinding and you bought this really cool ship that cost, I'm just going to say like a million, it'll be gone just so because they're redoing the economy and they need to do a balance. So you lose your rep, your money, any in-game purchases. But if you spent real money like on a starter, you will not lose that. So and then it'll be a wipe like it's a release and everyone will get some starting cash and stuff like that. So the one thing they focus on is the less possible grief, which I think makes a lot of sense. Yeah, version 4 of the alpha. Yeah, so it's 3. 4 is the big thing where there's one known system called Stanton, and with 4.0, a portal, a wormhole has been discovered that allows you to go to a new system called Pyro. So, new exploring, stuff like that. Oops, need a tool. Now I'm not. I've never seen 4.0. I'm still wrapping my head around things like last night. I was in an ad hoc thing with the organization, and I have my starter ship. I have a vehicle that I can go out and scan for relics and do salvaging and take that material and sell it. So I have a way of making money outside of contracts. So I was doing a joint salvage operation with the organization, and it was a lot of fun. Uh, maybe let's see here. Is the window? And if we do a turn, don't like it. Yeah, it's better. No, it's not everyone's cup of tea. So I own a couple of ships that I bought with real cash. Um, everyone's fear of investing in a game, real money, and then of course, you know, the ultimate thing. You do know you got about 20 shoots left in your yeah. I use this to draw where I wanted to go roughly. So, oops. I just want to clean these up. I don't have to worry about them. Now, I'll be honest with you. When I first joined Star Citizen, actually started playing it, for the first 3 or 4 days, um, I was having server issues. Not all the time. Meaning I was trying to do something, it wouldn't work, and all of a sudden a mess would come, server issue. And then a patch came like 3 days after that, and I don't know the frequency of their patches really. And I really haven't had a server issue since then. So doesn't mean it fixed all the problems. Data found out he actually has a Star Citizen account and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Dang it. Uh, yeah, see, mine goes back to 2014, so I just know when I heard that he was working on a game and I enjoyed Wing Commander so much, I said, no, what's $5? Um, let me bounce something off you guys just to make sure I'm not missing the beat here. So we surrounded the arc furnaces in their little chambers. So if there was any sort of unclean ore that it was smelting, the gases would get captured and then sent to the poopy line, right?
The hot poopy line, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, if I'm correct, the stuff that comes from the impact doesn't create any sort of gases or anything. Is that confirmed, or is that just a rumor?
I would never presume that the dev's sense of humor will not sneak up upon us.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I remember the very first time I did that, I was following the standard arc furnace takes or purifies it, and the end result of a hot arc furnace is your when you first start using your arc furnace on any sort of landing, all the gases are basically being wasted until you put it in a room and do something with those gases. When you do the ore from this is called clean ore. I think. Oh, that's Ben's skull. Gross. Um, I'm gonna test that.
Yeah. See, the problem with that is that in real life, ore is actually dirtier than whatever else we've been smelting, and so it should produce more gases than what we've been collecting.
Right. So if we go out and mine some stuff and we smelt it, we get a pure ingot or a not so dirty piece of resource because
Yeah.
the material coming out of the deep impact looks like a big dirt clod. Looking at it right now, and of course this turns into iron, gold, uranium, etc., etc. And then when we get it from there, then it looks like it resembles the same sort of resource that we would go mine. But when you send these through the arc furnace or the furnace, there are no gases that come from them right now, anyways.
Yeah, which makes no sense. Which I'm going to assume is a dev oversight.
Okay. All right. All right. Kata, if I want to rush the process here in the centrifuge, I just pull the dump.
Yeah, just pull it up.
I'm going to need a lot more iron than we have for all these chutes. I'm waiting for that. There's 5 kilopascals in the pollutant tank topside. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle that. Well, I guess I won't because evidently I put my screwdriver somewhere. That's great. That's great. Huh. Probably laying on the ground somewhere.
Do you require assistance?
No, I gotta go find a tool. Try to get it over here. Oh. Ever since the user interface got a bump to what they called the user, or so there was the UI, and then they introduced something called UX. And ever since they introduced UX, my ability to click and drag, I always drop stuff here. That's in a locker. Well, well, well. They've got stashed in this locker.
Yeah, Larry's not picking things up at the minute. I don't know why.
Oh, for the filter, huh?
Yeah, he's just not activating.
One thing that Ben and I always resort to when it comes to a smart device in the game is disassemble it, reassemble it, and see if that kicks it off. Mm, wonder if they broke it with the last patch. Alex is here.
You're a towel.
Yeah, we're all towels.
Yeah, that's something that's going to take me a while to fix. I'm going to have to look at it off stream.
All right. I could send you a copy of the save file unless you have a setup similar somewhere.
I'm going to test server.
Okay.
I've just copied the code.
All right. Yeah. Fine. Uh, lo and behold, I found my hand drill. It's, it's, in, it's on my belt all along. Why I didn't see it. I know, Alex. I'm thoroughly unimpressed also. All right. Oh, all right. So we do if still being filtered. Yes. So top side, there's 10.6 megapascals of nitrogen, 25.9 kilomoles. FYI.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I think my plan, I got sidetracked because I lost a tool that I didn't really lose a tool. As I was going to, we have this tank is still here, so I assume we have. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. So before I do that, I get a valve. Um, and some pipe. Let's do this. Well, that's interesting. Oh, never mind. It's my fault. I broke it. I'll fix it. All right, so N2O is coming down now. That's tank. Hardly any
All right.
pressure, but there's 2.13 kilimoles though. Dead Kata body. Don't show OSHA. What? Okay. As a distraction, get back to some shoot stuff. All right, back on track. All right, so I'm not going to feed the coal generator, even though it's yelling. See, batteries, all right? We got 3 full batteries, so I think we're going to do okay. So, Kay, did you just add another filter to the O2 filter?
Yeah, I did it manually.
Mm. That really eat up the iron too. Ready. I just realized I did this all, not all of it. I did most of it. I wanted the centrifuge to be backwards, so the output would go to arc furnaces over here. So this needs to go further down there. I need a couple of arc furnaces to they fit in one square. Um, hey, Red, how you doing? Guys, do me a favor. Red mentioned gaming a follow. He'll be here very soon. What do I need? I need angle grinder. Oh. Ugh. There he is. Look at that link right there. We'll give him a follow. He is he's good peeps. He has held my hand many times while playing Star Citizen. We were talking about that earlier. Right, so so I need some paint. Do I have paint up here? I do. No, we don't. Ben, there's no paint on this floor.
Yeah, there is.
Not on my floor.
Oh, wait. Where are you?
I was putting the arc furnace thing. I'm just gonna borrow it from this floor. Oh wait, it's not in those. There we go. All right. So if we are saying this is for the furnace, we're going to give arc furnaces take up one frame, just like the furnace. We're going to have two. So let's do. So put an arc furnace there, space, arc furnace, and right. Yeah, arc furnace, space, arc furnace, or maybe do it a little. Sec, Red. Let me. I'm painting. This is
Yeah, the greenhouse is nearly piped back up, and then I can finish the rockets off.
reserved space for arc furnace. Okay, so if I painted something, how do I unpaint? Third attempt to get to Lorville today to get some pew-pews for the ship. Oh, nice. Not able to get there? Because bad guys? I'm confused. What? All right. Guys, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'm going to do the BRB screen. I'm going to do this and get you guys that going. I'll be back soon.
Power low.
And I'm back. Somebody gave me the solution on how to fix. That's funny. I was just gonna dig it up and put it back. That's all I was gonna do. Hang up this again and switch that over. Alrighty. Um.
And Larry's working again.
Oh, excellent.
I misspelled something.
Ah. All right. So I want to see if my way
Well, I'm
works.
going to give Larry a little bit more clearance by moving that common waistline a little lower.
Yeah, Larry was never able to see what filter it was, so he was just doing his own thing.
Oh, no. Lawrence.
How very Larry of him.
Oh, it retains it. So if I pick that one up. It's been so long since I've done painting things. I didn't know actually the best way to. If you don't have paint, you can still pick it up and, you know, repaint it with something of the same color. Like the pipes. All right.
Okay, the greenhouse is now reconnected apart from the waistline.
Excellent. This feed to hang on. Right, so stuff comes in on this side, goes out on that side. Good. I remember when Windows did not cost 2 shoots. I mean, it makes sense. It's a window, so it's less material. I guess complicated. If it's gonna have a window, it'd be silicone. Why not just increase it by 1 iron and say even? Okay, I agree.
Do we have any spare tank connectors around?
Not that I know of, no.
Still 14.3. Oh, that gets below. Then start drawing. No. All right. I don't get it. Why is it not being drawn out of this line anymore? Oh, this keeps going up and down. That's weird. That you been? Yeah.
Yep.
This
What are you
line.
looking at?
Well, this won't go below 14.2. This has been bouncing up to 40, and then I thought, oh, maybe when it gets below, then it'll start drawing off this line. And okay, it's down to 10. Then it bounced up. Won't draw,
Oh yeah, because of the one-way valve here.
but it's open, so it should be drawing.
Yeah. But the one-way valve is not going to flow if the pressure is higher on the output of the valve.
Okay. So my
So
question
right
is,
now it's reading about 20 kPa, so nothing's going to flow.
all right. So my question is, what else is connected to this? I thought this was just for draining the tanks.
Just use a pump.
All right. So 9 kilopascals, 14. Oh, it. All right. Takes forever.
Yeah, pumps are better.
All right.
I know I'm all for passive solutions, but I don't think that's going to happen here because something is pooping down the poopy line.
Might be hydroponics then, I guess.
And I got to figure out why this cooling system's not cooling.
Yeah, all kinds of problems today, don't we? Okay, I'm assuming we don't need this wall, which is a flight hazard. Now, the gray pipe is coming from downstairs, so it does have a circulation source, right? Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't. That's interesting. Oh, you can still read it with that pipe,
Yeah,
but there's no.
it's cooling very fast when they shut off the digital valve, but as soon as I turn it back on, it just craps out.
All right, so you've got 298. You're reading pipe analyzer called global cooling, which I assume is this one. It's global cooling.
Yep.
Okay. And you're looking for the temperature to compare. Yep. If it's greater than memory, we get.
Whoa, everything just powered off.
Yeah, I don't know. We lose power. Yep. Less power. Or I see lights on over there. Uh, just past a robot on the stairs. Head into the battery room. Oh, lights are back on.
Yeah, I just fed the generator.
Oh, okay. That's what did it. Yeah, all the batteries are dead down here. All right.
I'll make some steel and then I can run the Sterlings for a bit.
Lost. All right, I'll go collect some more coal.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
We should have some down in the hole here.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm curious. The solid generates, what is it? 20, 20 watts, 20 kilowatts. Let's see. Solid gen. Um, Actually, it doesn't say. No, 20 kilowatts. All right. Wondering. Yeah. Hey Ben, can
Yep.
you change? I'm assuming you're using a logic writer to turn on solid generator based upon.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Can we change that to a batch writer and put another solid and then feed two solids? So because till the sun comes out, I don't think 20 kilowatts is going to be enough to run stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Solid generator B. Oh,
We got 30 kilowatts coming from the Stirling engine. So.
okay. I guess with the filters running and arc furnaces firing up,
Yeah, I'm
centrifuge
gonna guess it's mostly the arc furnaces.
probably.
Um,
They don't run that frequently. Yeah.
but we're gonna be switching that to the advanced furnace, right? When
The
we move it downstairs.
Hey, look at that. Raris, thank you for the 39 months. So my question about that is the arc furnaces are going to be tied to the combustible gas generator or combustible centrifuge still.
Yeah, why don't we just use gas-powered furnace since gas is not going to be a shortage and power is always going to be a shortage.
Um,
I could make a stay hot one.
well, okay, let me ask you this. All right, so my Mars save, it got corrupted and I'm super upset about it. I was really getting to the point where I felt like I had things under control. Was it after a patch first? I'm really sorry to hear about that too. I hate it when there's backups, by the way, too. If you when you go to load, it'll have some backups too. It actually makes backups of the stuff. Might want to load a backup in, see if it works. I don't know
If you
how.
post it on the Discord as well, they'll try and fix it for you. They did mine.
Oh, okay. There you go. So if we have the ore coming from the deep miners that go to the centrifuge and it gets up to 1,000 items and then it throws the lever, it's are you going to sort what comes out of the centrifuge, or is it because it could be iron, copper, silicone, iron, copper. So you can't just toss all that into the furnace. You'd have to, divvy it up and then go to the advanced furnace.
If
Well,
you
sorting
have,
it adds a level of complexity.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it adds two levels of complexity.
Yeah.
Power low.
The simplest way is to just take one item at a time as it comes out of the centrifuge, process it, and then process the next ball of whatever has been spit out, right? Um, if you want to sort them ahead of time so that you only process iron, then you have to put in the logic to process or keep adding iron until it's not iron anymore, and then wait until it's finished, and then uh, move on to the next item. It makes the logic a lot more complicated.
It does. Let's just put the arc furnaces, keep them in place until we get um the big ticket items in place, and then we can see about automating some of the mundane tasks, the things that take up too much space.
Yeah, we'll do a gas conversion later whenever we have
Yeah, I
gas.
mean, it makes sense because, if the gas generator requires no power to actually do its function, except for, okay, we need the gas to run it, and we need that has to take a mixer. Eventually, it takes some power, yes, but it's not going to be one of those things to where it's like running a mixer, making a cake. You all of a sudden hit the power, mix the batter, and it's a sudden draw, and you're not really, you know, prepared for that.
Yeah.
Right. And
All right, should we
plus
put
I
some
already got the arc
more?
furnaces in place anyways downstairs. So oh, here's the other generator.
Okay. We usually keep coal in this little locker over here.
Yeah,
Do we have any more?
yeah, I haven't dumped all mine. There's some. Um, hard to say. Been talking to the folks Stationeer Discord. Might be related to the recent localization patch. Wow. Okay. I thought it was my PC because I have a Gen 14 Intel processor and already RMA'd one of them. Oh, huh. Well, Rares, keep us posted on that. It'd be interesting. I guess we've been darn lucky that because I moved my save from my old Gen 6 over to a 14 or Gen 7, I'm sorry. Oh, cool. All right, that's excellent, Rush. All right, so Rush says that one of the devs has got his save. Cool. All right, they're working on. I need iron. All right. I remember when Ben and I had a save and it had a lot of items in it. It was the Mimus save where solar doesn't help at all. It's the first time we experimented with a gas generator inside of a nitrogen cooled area. And I was trying to see if you could actually keep a base running from biofuel, taking biofuel and creating, the fuel. And at the time, nope, I had a lot of tomato plants going too. Someone's throwing pipes at me.
It's not me.
Okay.
I'm printing a load, so it could be the printer.
All right. Creating a trip hazard. Oh, I knocked over the beacon. Having an argument in a YouTube comment where I pointed out that separation of let's not go down this. Yeah, let's try to keep political and religious out, West dude. Sorry. because that opens up a whole avenue of toxicity because, well, you're going through it right now. Bottom line is everyone's entitled to their opinions. Everyone has them, just like elbows. Some people are going to like them. Some people won't. Some people are going to be right. Some people are going to be not right. And I don't want this channel to ever be an arena of people battling it out. But it's the state that we live in, not the actual state, that people behind keyboards and monitors can talk their smack and feel safe, I guess. Some amputees don't have elbows. All right. Point taken. All right. Yes. Um, yes. I have no quick response to that one. I run out of iron. Oh, I ran out of iron. There's some. I had an artist pal of mine who was right-handed, and he was working on his car, and he lost the tip of his thumb. You know, like basically where the nail stops rounding and goes down. And he was an artist with the right, so I had to learn to draw left-handed, and it was weird. He was extremely frustrated, just really get down on the dumps. He would practice and practice and practice, and finally he got over this big hump of his. And what's funny is I asked him quite a few years later, I'm saying, "Hey, you know, how did the transition go?" He goes, "You know what? I draw better." I said, "That's good." He goes, "But it wasn't that one of those so his style changed. He likes, you know, like an artist when they go through their transitional periods of beginning and, you know, intermediate, and then they find their groove and stuff like that. Well, he had found his groove, and then like he found another groove, and you could compare his earlier stuff to his newer stuff, and you could definitely see the difference, but you could tell it was his, and he liked his newer style better. Darn son. I think that fan's broken compared to that fan. Alex and I have got a new tent coming for camping. This is a 4-season tent, and I think it's going to be here Monday. And we've got pretty much good weather until Thursday, Thanksgiving. And go camping in the backyard, learn how to put this tent together. Drag my solar generator out there, test out a space heater, get my cot, electric blanket. Oh, I'm going to be glamping in the backyard. Make sure I'm close enough to the Wi-Fi so I can. No, I will not move my computer out there. Well, Relish, I'm glad the devs have got a hold your save. No one likes to play a game, have a game save go corrupt because they decided to add stuff to the game. So that's my argument. Oh man. 2 days straight did you patch it all? Oh. Okay. It was after the patch, as far as I could tell. The last time I played was before the patch. So yeah, okay, so whatever they did. People on dedicated servers having a lot of problems. That's why I don't want to use a dedicated server yet. Hey, it's very CPU intense, so if I go with a hosting service, I have to make sure I have a CPU that can handle all the noise. Call it. Yeah, and yeah, I guess I could run a local server, but it changed so many things. You could get something to work on a single player save, and then that save will not work on a dedicated because of things. That doesn't work. Yeah, there you go. Better safe than sorry. Let's see. Hypothetically, would junction here. I tried to order 21, 1 week, 2 times a day medication thing to take with me to my 2 week vacation. I didn't pay enough attention. What I got was 4 times a day. Oh. When I worked at Intel Corporation, this is one of my coworkers. His name was Daryl. Nice enough guy. Smart. He and I had the same bad habit. Someone would shoot off an email, well formatted, with an opening line, paragraph or almost. And we both immediately would not read the entire email and then start asking questions based upon, the first 6 sentences. And then, of course, we get replies back about, did you read the whole email? No, I did not. Someone in the group, as per my previous email, exactly. Someone in the group actually suggested, and it made a lot of sense, that if you're going to do something via email and it's going to have a conversation, why have an email conversation when you can have a bridge? And in the email said, I have some ideas, some points, and I need some help. Yeah, Tipple IT, that's what I worked in. And that worked out a lot better for us. People would do that thing and say, hey, if you have questions, or you want to help build process or procedure, something like that. Still have my. Ironically, a couple of people started moving that stuff into. We used MS MS Messenger, Microsoft Messenger, and that was worse than email because then you'd get an email and a message, and then we had to someone had to put their foot down, say it's too confusing. And
Oh,
it's,
it still does that.
oh my god, it's. I think at the time the reason why it was quicker to get an answer versus trying to pick up a phone call or send a message, and for some reason links you couldn't put a link in Messenger, I think, or something like that. Yeah, Alex, they use Teams. Never use Teams.
Yeah, we use Teams as well.
Seems to be a good tool.
Yeah, I have several issues with it though. First of which is, from the military perspective, you can't really control who creates Teams channels.
Uh,
A bunch of people can just create private Teams chat and
oh,
nobody can access it.
huh. So how you liking the easy mode Hemdroid character? Might be able to get my wife to play that one. Um, Originally, this was supposed to be on Europa. Supposed to be kind of a double challenge, right? So Europa cold, robots don't need food, so you're good, but you need battery, Europa bad. Um, Ben's client kept pooping out on him, so we switched the idea to the moon, and then we added the same concept of putting everything underground, but then we limited on how many solar panels we can have. Rare says you can, but not many people know the team's back end well enough to manage it properly.
Yeah, the issue we had also is we thought about using it for telehealth services. The problem is that we can't audit the activity, which we're required by the state to do. So
For health services?
useless for us. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had to like agree we could host our own because of our laws and our health service. So we have all our own servers based in the UK now.
Teams is just a back end by SharePoint. It's a matter of managing and auditing SharePoint properly. I did not know that.
You know, from a dev side, Teams is often referred to as the bastard child of Microsoft Office. Coming along nicely, but it's still got ways to go.
Yeah, most of the NHS is locked into Microsoft services now.
Yeah, I love how for HIPAA compliance, this doesn't apply to the UK, but for HIPAA compliance, uh, any other supplier that we have to get our executive to sign the privacy documentation. It has to be signed by both sides. Microsoft doesn't do that. They can't be bothered with signing paperwork. So they just have a large disclaimer that says, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, our platform is HIPAA compliant.
Red Text says, I miss my Roger Wilco. You know, it's funny. Here's my Roger Wilco license right here, which I acquired 2000. I was scrambling to find a way because not a whole lot of my friends had three-way, or a lot of them still their phone service charged for long distance calls and stuff like that. So Roger Wickle was the only alternative, and it worked fine, but it was lagged because it basically recorded a WAV file and sent it. I didn't do groups that well. Then I come across, and there was TeamSpeak, but that was very, very technical. You might be able to connect, but if you didn't know your devices and settings, nope. Remember when through calling and calling waiting was, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. My very first phone, landline, was a party line. Me and my mom lived um in a house, but it was in an older part of town, and it wasn't really a guest house. It was just a separate house from the main house. So the address would be, say, like 305, and ours was 305 and a half. So, and our phone, landline, connected to the main house, and it was a landline or that covered that block. So, you could get, if someone called the one number, it would ring in 5 houses. So, it was, but didn't ring that often. I don't remember. Or my mom covered the phone or turned the ringer off or something. We moved from Roger Wilco, me and my gaming group, to something called Mumble. Mumble was easy to set up, and it would auto adjust volume levels and figure out and stuff like that. What am I looking for? So if I go down from here, is that going to be ugly? I will not. My mother, so where I lived, I grew up in Sacramento, California. And, Sacramento had all these different counties: Citrus Heights, Carmichael, Fair Oaks, yada, yada, yada. And if you tried to call from Fair Oaks to Carmichael, that was local. So anywhere in Citrus Heights was local. But if you tried to call Sacramento, which you're a county of, it was a long distance phone call. And it just didn't make any sense for the longest time. My mother was a holdout for paying for any feature. She wouldn't even pay for touch tone, which was a buck more. She said, nope. I said, all right, fine. But eventually, over the years, she finally got it for free. And when my mother passed away, and I was going through her home and, stuff like that, what I had found is she had an original phone still in the wall because it was behind an entertainment center, and she had just tucked the cord. It wasn't a plug-in, it was wired in. It was tucked in the carpet, and she put it into the closet that was right next to the entertainment center. So it was a rotary phone, and I said, oh Christ, I don't want my mom to get charged for this for years and years and stuff like that. And it said property of Roseville Telephone Company on the bottom. So I unhooked it and I took it to the office, and I came in and I put it up on the counter, and I looked at the lady and I said, this came from my mom's place, and I want to make sure she's not being billed. She had the most puzzled look on her face. And I see this guy's head popped up, and he quickly quickly got up to the counter and says, was she leasing it? I go, I believe. I haven't seen her phone number, and I gave her the phone number and stuff. It says, well, we stopped charging her 15 years ago. I said, okay. So she was just charging you. Yeah, so they used to have to lease a phone. Roseville Telephone Company got absorbed by AT&T. So, and the phone weighed a good 4 pounds, maybe. It's a weapon. All right, so
Okay, rocket fuel production is in place finally.
oh yay. Gentlemen, we got about 15 minutes left. GC in the house. I am in the house. Hey, Car Toys, how are you doing? Now, let's see here. Window. Car Toys is a member of the same Star Citizen organization I was talking about. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's what. He's in charge. He's the construction supervisor. Yeah, we play Star Citizen with Q. There you go. All right, so that goes all the way there. Sad news, after you logged off last night, the 250 boxes went poof in the warehouse. We are hoping they show up. You know, it's all part of the feature set, right? That's what we say. That was fun though. It was interesting because what Cartoy was talking about, we had like 5 or 6 vultures, which are light salvage vehicles that you find masses of debris that are leftover components from ships, just randomly generated. And you go out there and you basically scrape off the good stuff and leave the skeletal remains. I came across an actual ship. Now, there's contracts where you go get ships, but this was a big ship. And then one of our teammates has a very large cargo ship. So what we do is we go and scrape it. The ships that do the scraping have a process to where they can take the material, create crates or boxes, and it comes out of like a trash compactor, and you can stack all this stuff in your cargo bay, and then he will park and you all go to him, unload, and then he takes all the stuff and then sells it and divvies it up and stuff like that. So good little process. All right, so so the inputs are right here, right? Okay, so we're going to that was a lot of fun. It to be late for me. That. Super unstable. Nah, you know, it's got some quirks, okay? And I'm not defending it. No one likes to play a buggy game. I get that. But this is not a finished game. So I kind of did my own thing last night and kept my boxes, trying something new. Salvage 75 total. Oh, were you able to get the count they were talking about, like backing them into the hallway? That I think that's too much trouble. I can't do anything. I gotta go do some chores after this. It's not really chores. I made a to-do list. Alright, need more shoots. I have finally, I've been talking about it. 37, see, right, yeah, yeah. Me too. I think I did 13 and kept 13, so I did 26. 'Cause I'm afraid that if I get too close to the boxes and they knock me back, I'm gonna flip through. Oh, Fred, that's terrible. Um, iron. All the reclaimed lumber from a year ago after we renovated the house, I finally tore it all apart, got 99% of the nails, screws, and staples out, and got it all stacked in the garage, let it acclimate. And starting yesterday, I've gone through and I'm starting to clean off one side of all this wood so I have a nice clean edge. And then that's all I'm doing right now is just doing a lot of ripping. Had that issue too, Red. It's fun because I was able to spawn 4 ships the same hangar. Oh, that won't fit. Wait, this will fit there. That'll fit. So I'm going through each shelf and just cleaning up one edge. And then after all the shelves are clear and I have some stuff stacked against the wall, and after I get all that one edge, then I'm just going to start doing 1-inch strips of all this stuff. It's going to take a few days. And once I get those, then I start doing my glue ups and start creating what I call just panels. I start milling it and start making stuff out of it. Oh, yeah, that's a known workaround there. As Cartoy said, yeah.
Can I borrow the mining glasses, Andy?
Say again?
Can I borrow the mining glasses?
Oh, yeah, where you at? I'm over here at the arc furnaces.
The new ones or the old ones?
Pre-existing ones, old ones. Hey, Ryo, how you doing? The
Am I
guy,
lagging? I don't see you.
I'm at the arc. What did I say? I'm at Autolathe. Sorry. Put him on top of the stacker. Andy, is there any particular reason for using window chutes instead of straight chutes? It's a preference because you want to know if you've got ore, or if there's something in the chute when it shouldn't be. So, like over here, you can see that we have ore that's queued up. So we know these are working. Oops. So for a visual, it'd be a lot cheaper and a lot quicker if I didn't use them. But just my luck. I don't use a windowed chute, and then we don't know if there's something stuck in the chute that shouldn't be in the chute that's causing a problem. Then of course when you take the chutes apart, everything comes out. So all right. I think I have enough to work with. That wasn't working for me and never despawned the ship, so I kept pulling them out until it clipped enough. They exploded. Ouch. That's a big ouch. I mean, generally, if you're going to put something inside of a frame, I put a windowed one there. So, yes, I do have windowed ones in a frame. We haven't closed those frames up yet, so I don't know if they'll get swapped. I'm just putting pseudo placement because this may change. Oh, I forgot those were there. So basically what I'm doing here is the centrifuge and the arc furnaces and all the queuing upstairs is going to go away. But I want to put something in place before we just pull the plug. this will have to be a junction.
Okay, second solid generator is now in place.
Oh, thanks, Ben. Would like to be able to manually number the elevator floors. Yes, I agree. I would like to be able to lay out a string of them and say start, end, floors, just like you said. That's a junction. You said junction. Oh wait, you're right. Well, oh, that's a real good point. I'm doing this wrong. Because down there at the source, we're going to do a flip flop. So there's going to be 2 lines coming down here. Yeah, so we take all this stuff, queue it up, and then it goes in, which we're going to do. And then when it comes out, we do the flip flop here, and then it splits it. All right, so while I'm up here, is this done yet? All right, I'm officially going to say it's done. All right.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Where you at? You run out of power?
Oh no. I didn't realize the pink ice crusher wasn't connected to anything, so it may explode.
Wait, what?
See, there you go. I was waiting for it.
Do you require assistance?
Get the fire extinguishers.
I think I'm okay.
Get the fire extinguishers. Yeah, I was wondering why there was robot repair kits topside.
It was at 55 megapascals.
Oh, you were cutting it close.
I was wondering why my volatiles weren't going into the tank.
All right, so Ben's drawn power for there. All right, so this can be flipped back. Or can it? No, it can't. I don't have any room. Not a room. All right. So that there.
Okay, crisis averted.
What? Oh, wait, that's a good thing. Yay. That's what I meant to say. All right. I'm going to gather up my chutes, put them in a locker, and I'm heading to the robot bay.
I'm just double checking my logic on the fuel and I'm done. Is that for the ice coming in then?
Say what?
Say
Um,
again?
Is that the tanks for the ice coming in?
Yeah.
Oh, it's downstairs. Let's go see what Kid has been working on. It's been working on rocket fuel production, which is behind the blast door for reasons. I saw they are some droid repair kits, but I don't see a way to tell if you're damaged. Oh, you gotta. If I look at Ben here, he's not damaged. Kate is not damaged, but if they are damaged, it'll say damaged. All right.
And you get the same health icon as humans as well.
Yeah. Holy shnikey. So nitrogen, radiators to cool it, logic. Oh, here's the hydrogen. Okay. And this is coming from the filtration. Gotcha. And a cooler. Why do we have to cool?
Yeah, they're just heat exchangers.
Oh, but it should already be balanced in temperature in it from the filter room.
It needs to be colder.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, the interchange is still running very, very hot right now. It's about
Okay.
100 Celsius.
So the nitrogen will cool these to minus 70,
All right.
and then I'll use it as fuel.
Oh, I gotcha. And then you'll mix it later. Gotcha. All right. And then this is the beginning of the pad. He's created himself a trench. So without multiplayer, there's no way to see if you're damaged.
You get your health icon.
Yeah, you got a
it'll be
health
yellow.
icon. Yeah. If you go to use it and it doesn't work, you're pretty much healed. It's like using duct tape. All right, and then this is the automated filtering room. We also have an automated filter swapping mechanism. As long as we keep filters stored. Used to be a ladder here. OSHA.
Yeah, the interchange is down to 70 Celsius. Making progress.
Oh, good. So Lawrence here goes through based upon logic, and we'll bring a new one and swap them. And not running, so oh, they are running. Shouldn't be much in the line unless it's coming from the gas centrifuge or the Stirling engines, which is currently generating 5.6 watts.
That poopy line right now is 2/3 nitrogen, and the rest is mostly oxygen and CO2.
All right. It's only at 5 kilopascals. Yeah, should be.
Yeah, Larry's a little busted right now. I'm going to have a look at the code later on.
Yeah, I actually didn't see a purpose for them, but Kata found one. All right, guys, let's head out.
By the way, Kate, there's a sign over here by the ice maker that might be in Larry's way.
Oh, the pink ice only?
Yeah, that's in his way.
Okay,
Actually,
I'll
no,
pull it.
no, wait. No, it's fine.
Okay, well, if it is, feel free to move it.
Oh, just put it down. I'll do it in a second. I'm leave them.
And this is our access tunnel to all of our services. That's filtering, rocket. The smelting is being moved down. We have our power storage is over here. And Ben recently just did a slight modification. The amount of power that we could use is a little bit more than one solid generator to try to get the batteries back up, just in case we run completely dry, trying to get one solid generator to ramp everything up. So we put two, and we have a light right there. So if we're out of coal, will let us know and we can restock it. And over here, Kate has got hydroponics. You're saying, but you guys are robots. Being a commercial HVAC tech, those service tunnels look amazing, don't they? Yeah. The ogre dug it, and then all the pipes on the side neatly tucked aside. That's Kata's work.
Like a Windows screensaver.
Yeah. Having a hydroponic to produce certain gases that are hard to come by. Forgot where I was going. And there they are. All right, let's roll some credits. Appreciate everyone popping in. Tomorrow we'll be back and we'll probably be doing some Star Citizen. I got some new ships I picked up. Want to take them for a little ride. Super Tachi, thank you for the raid and for the follow. Ben and Rares, thank you guys so much for the resubs. Rares for 39 months. And Ben came in there at 65 months. Red, you're welcome. Grab you too. See you guys later. Have a good one.